So today I'm getting some new tires on the truck, and I wanted to document this for those that are curious. If you've seen some of my other videos, then you know on the truck I got these Nexen all-terrain tires from the factory. And as I pointed out in a video a couple months back, the front haven't been wearing so well and they're getting pretty bald. I'll show you what they look like on the edges in just a minute. But right now it's got just over 14,000 miles. Take a quick look to see what that is here. So we're right at 14,881. And let me show you what's going on with the front. The back really aren't so bad, but check out the front here. Notice on the outside edge, it's just really worn down here. And then this is the driver's side. Check out the passenger side over here. This one's really rough on the outside edge here. I mean, it is way down to the wear marks you can see. Now, when I see something like this, I immediately think, you know, maybe there's an alignment issue. I'm not a tire expert, but that's kind of what comes to my mind. So certainly we'll have that checked today when I take it in to make sure the alignment is good. But to be fair, I do a lot of maneuvering and turning, and you know, a lot of my driving is unladen where I'm not towing the fifth wheel. And so maybe with the weight of the diesel engine on the front tires all the time, and then doing those, you know, the maneuvering and turning the wheel like that, perhaps nothing's wrong with the alignment at all. But I want to get it checked just to make sure, because I definitely don't want the new tires to wear down like that. But that's what the front ones look like. Let me show you the back. The back actually look pretty good. You can see they've still got a decent amount of tread on them, and the back have worn very evenly on both sides. This is the passenger side again that you're looking at here, and then I'll show you the driver's side as well. You can see I've got quite a bit of tread left on those tires there. So it's really just the front that are problematic. And you know, I started noticing it a few thousand miles into ownership of the truck, and it seems to have just gotten worse. So today we're going to be replacing those, getting the alignment checked and all that good stuff. But I do want to say a big thank you to all my viewers on some of the previous videos where I mentioned that I was looking for recommendations on the tires, and I can't say thank you enough. I'm really grateful for all of you that recommended, hey, check out this tire, check out that tire. Really helped me kind of narrow down my choices, and so I was able to research and pick one that I think will work pretty good. So again, I want to document this for you guys if you have the same truck, same tires perhaps, and you want to kind of see how this plays out, and of course what tires I end up getting on the truck. So I'll check in with you a little bit later after I get the tires replaced. All right, so I just picked up the truck after getting the new tires mounted and installed. I also did do an alignment. I'll tell you more details on that here in just a minute, but I figured while it's fresh on my mind, I would give y'all some kind of initial impressions on how the truck feels with the new tires compared to the old. You know, sometimes when you have a truck for a while and you're driving down the same roads, you kind of get accustomed to what it feels like. And so while it's fresh on my mind, the memory of the old ride compared to the new, I figured I'd share some initial feedback. And really, to be candid, y'all, I don't notice a tremendous difference in ride quality between the old tires and the new. I mean, some of the bumps that I'm going over that I'm accustomed to, they feel firmer, some of them feel softer. So I really can't say there's a big difference in ride quality, but you know, that really wasn't a priority. I wasn't trying to change the ride quality or anything. This is a dually pickup truck, but I figured I'd just share that kind of initially with my thoughts, how it feels. But let me tell you about the alignment. So like I was saying before, it seemed suspicious that the truck needed an alignment, and of course it did. The alignment was pretty rough. It was both cambered and towed, and I forget the exact number of inches that the tech shared, but it was pretty far in alignment. So that definitely explains why those front tires were so worn on the edges like that. And the tech did share, you know, that in his opinion, Rams seemed to struggle a little bit more with keeping an alignment over time. And I do remember now, I had a 2016 3/4 ton Ram, and I remember it was kind of the same story. I was, I think, 15,000 miles, you know, about the same as this time, getting new tires, and the alignment was out. And so, you know, yeah, the tech said it just seems to be a pattern with Rams. They don't seem to hold their alignment quite as well as Chevys and Fords. So we'll see, you know, how long this one holds, but he said, yeah, you probably just want to keep an eye on it, and every you know, year to 2 years come back and get the alignment checked to make sure that front end is tracking properly. So another thing I'll share with the alignment that kind of was a learning experience for me, I had a Chevy dually before this one, and I never had to get that truck aligned. It stayed real straight the whole time I owned it. So this is the first time I've had to have a dually aligned, and I called about 10 different tire shops in the area. Only 3 of those shops had the equipment, the proper rack on their alignment rack to fit a dually, you know, a crew cab 8-foot bed. A lot of them, they could fit the truck just barely on the ramp, and it would be about 3 or 4 inches too long for the equipment to pick up properly. And so only a few of them had a rack long enough to accommodate a full-length dually. And they were saying, yeah, it's the same story for Ford and Chevy, just the new trucks are longer, and so they can't accommodate them. So the place I actually took it to was more of a truck shop that they do like dump trucks, you know, and shorter heavy-duty trucks like that. And so they actually had to put it on that heavier-duty alignment machine. It wouldn't fit on their standard one either. So anyway, if you're looking for an alignment, just call around. You know, don't assume that just a typical shop will be able to handle the alignment on a dually, especially if you've got a long bed crew cab. But in just a little bit, I'll get back to the barn, and it's getting kind of dark out tonight, so in the morning, first thing, I'll show you what the new tires look like and kind of give you some up-close views so you can compare the tread from the old to the new, and I'll give you some more thoughts about why I ended up settling with the tires that I did. All right, guys, check out these new tires. These are the Falken Wildpeak AT3W, and let me give you some close-up views. Really sharp looking tire. You can see it's got all black lettering all the way around. I like that better than the ones with white letters. It's kind of hard to keep those clean, but it's got a kind of a trademark tooth pattern going around the outside of the wheel. And then check out along the inside, it's got kind of like this grid going around the wheel there. So really sharp looking tire. They are snowflake rated. Of course, we don't get a lot of snow here in Georgia, but that is a nice selling point if you're in a colder climate. But yeah, I think it's a great looking tire. The tread has a 55,000 mile warranty, so we'll see how they hold up. And I would say the tread pattern itself is a little bit more aggressive than the stock Nexen tires, the all-terrains that I had before. I'll try to throw up a picture or video so you can kind of see them side by side. But yeah, definitely a little bit more aggressive there on the tread pattern, which, you know, I wanted to be at least as aggressive, if not more, than the Nexens. Now, as far as what size I settled on, I went with the stock tire, the OEM size, which for the latest gen Ram, this is a 21. That's going to be an LT 235 80R17, and so it's the same load range. You can see load range E, so it's about 3,000 pounds per tire. And really, if you look at the measurements here on the Falken Wildpeaks, you know, even when you're dealing with the same tire size, sometimes different tires have slightly different measurements. They're pretty much all the same. The only measurements that's a little bit different is the section width, and it's about 0.2 inches narrower here on the Falken Wildpeaks compared to the Nexen all-terrains that were on here, but otherwise they're pretty much an exact match on the dimensions, definitely on the overall diameter of the tire, of course. The weight on these is 2 pounds heavier, 46 pounds here on the Wildpeaks versus 44 on the Nexen AT, so not a big difference there. And then on the tread depth, these are 17/32 versus 15/32 on the Nexen AT. So not a big difference there, but let me kind of revisit initial impressions. You know, in the last clip, as I was driving home from the tire shop, after I cut it off, I started thinking more about what do I notice that's different after getting used to those Nexens for about 15,000 miles. What do I notice that's different here on the Falken Wildpeaks? And really, like I said in the video, I didn't notice an extreme difference on handling, noise, or anything like that, so no surprise there. However, I will say on the alignment, I definitely noticed a difference. The more I drove, I could tell the steering was a lot smoother, just a lot less effort required. And so I guess I was kind of like the frog in the kettle. You know, I got used to the wheels being out of alignment and just got used to it and didn't really notice it much. So I definitely want to pay attention more to that alignment, make sure that it stays intact here with the new Falkens. So I guess what I'm trying to convey there with my initial thoughts is switching to the Falken Wildpeak, the AT3Ws here, it didn't make the ride drastically worse or noisier. You know, nothing is drastically changed. Now for those curious on alternates, you know, other tires that I had narrowed down to, I really had about 5 on my short list that I was looking at. And so the other 4, the first one was the Nito Exo Grapplers. Seemed like a really great tire, but couldn't find it in my size, at least the stock OEM size in my area, and so I passed on that one. They also looked at the General Grabber ATX, had a couple recommend that one to me. I couldn't find as many reviews on that one, as much data, and so I opted to pass on that one as well. Then another big one is the Michelin LTX AT2. You know, great tire. There's a ton of data on that one. A lot of people that are very happy with that particular tire. However, it's not quite as aggressive on the tread pattern. You know, it's almost more of a closer to the highway tire. And so I skipped on that one just because I was looking for something a little bit more aggressive. But again, I think that one seems like a really great tire. A lot of people are really happy with that. And then the last one on my short list was kind of seemed like a newcomer, and that is the Goodyear Wrangler Workhorse AT. So it's the Workhorse AT. Y'all chime in if you know anything about this tire. It seemed like really a promising tire, but just not a lot of data, not a lot of reviews with people using it so far, and so just wasn't quite sure, you know, how that one would hold up. To answer the question, where did I end up buying them from and how much did I pay? So I bought them through simpletire.com. Now this video is not sponsored by them. It's the second time that I've used them, and they seem to have the best price in this case too. I bought some trailer tires, some Saloons a couple years back through them. But on the price, I'll just mention, as I read a lot of the reviews on these Falken Wildpeak, the AT3Ws, some of these reviews were, you know, a year, 2 years old. People were talking about paying $160, $170, $180 per tire. And I mean, I couldn't find anything close to that in today's market at the end of 2022. It seemed like the going price for these Falken Wildpeak AT3Ws was right around $259 per tire. And so Simple Tire, I was able to use kind of a rolling discount code to get about 80 bucks off the total, all 6 of them. So that's about 13 bucks off each tire. It's right around 246 each one. And then of course no shipping. And then one thing that was really neat is Simple Tire negotiated the install price on my behalf with the local installer, and that was only, get this, 120 bucks for all 6 tires installed and mounted. That's only 20 bucks a tire. I thought that was pretty reasonable. So, you know, all in with the tires, it was just under 1,500 bucks for the tires themselves, and then a little bit over 1,600, you know, with the install factored in. And then the alignment, for those curious, it was a little bit pricier, $199, because they had to use the larger, the heavier alignment rack that they use for dump trucks and such. Well, anyways, guys, I wanted to share my experience so far, especially if you're in the same boat as me. You've got a 1-ton dually and you're looking to upgrade your OEM tires, or maybe even a 3/4 ton for that matter. So I hope you found this video helpful, but just want to say a special thanks again to all the viewers for all the recommendations in the past. I mean, it really made the buying experience a lot more efficient and easy for me. So again, I'm really grateful for all your feedback and input. I'll probably plan to do a follow-up video maybe in the next 6 months or so after I get some more miles on the tires, especially towing the 5th wheel, and I'll report back. But in the meantime, if you got any questions, certainly drop me a comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.